listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world. And boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to I would step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christian. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my nigga, yeah. A minute, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my, yeah. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. See, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But I'm grown on many streets and closed caps. know we bout that action. If a nigga hey with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you want that, get down, put your own, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, tripping God. Mine kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to with them killers so why take your life for let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killers, man, live to get old. We in them graves. Shit got me feeling played. I opened up on records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hate fight and get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me, the commandments corrected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Without my niggas, it'll be an honor and a watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, weapon.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Thumb, Yahweh Shemar Thumb. Tuesday night brotherhood class, ISUPK under Command Johanna since 1969. Truth. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians is the chosen people of God, and our oppressors, the devil the Bible speaks of. What's going on? I can just click that up. Man. So yeah, so tonight's class, what we're gonna talk about, the Kentucky Derby. Well, now I ain't gonna say we're gonna talk about the Kentucky Derby. We're gonna talk about where the money went. You know, people don't understand like how easy it is for these people to just come in, take all your money, and leave. You know, it's real. It's like a circus. Circus come in town, take all the money, then they going on to the next city. But what you gotta understand about the Kentucky Derby, this year they made $394 $1 million. So they almost made $400-something million this year. You know, you gotta ask yourself, where did the money go? Feel me? And when you look up where the money went, it'll tell you that it went to mostly to renovation of the Churchill Downs Stadium. Mm-hmm. That's where they claim it went. Mm-hmm. You know, because they can't just tell you that it went into this white man's pocket or that white man's pocket. They always gotta have some type of, you feel me, some type of hidden type of account or something that is going to, you know. That's why I be saying this cryptocurrency and all that stuff is bullshit. All that crypto stuff is that stuff is not real. You feel me? That is fake money. That's like a legal way to scam. Right. Feel me? And the proof is that black woman that married the white dude that was about to marry him and went to Africa, but they had to put a GoFundMe to get her body back. So, and if he loved her so much, why he just didn't have his accountant say, "Hey, man, go ahead and send him $50,000."
Right.
You know, go and send him $50,000 real quick because it's not real. That cryptocurrency money, that money ain't real. And just like this money, this $300 or $400 million that they say is to help keep the renovation up, it's not real. That money is being split up between some rich families. You hear me? And I wouldn't be surprised, of course, if they Jewish. You hear me? Wouldn't be surprised if it's a bunch of Jewish families that's dividing that money up. Because, of course, we can see around Churchill Downs, it ain't helping that neighborhood. That neighborhood is poor as hell. Real talk. But if I could, let's go ahead. Let's jump into the scriptures. Let's go to Luke 6 and 24.
So like you say, you said 6 and 24?
Con,
sir.
6 and 24. Yeah. But yeah, and it's crazy though, because they call it the fastest 2 minutes in sports. You know? So the fastest 2 minutes in sports, and they done made $400 million. And you're gonna tell me that all the money went to renovate the stadium for another 2 minutes next year? Your dumb ass out of here. Knowing damn well they got all type of tax write-offs and all kind of stuff where they can get around all them renovations.
Right. Yeah, so like you said, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
That shit sound like the building fund at the local church.
Mm-hmm.
And the doorknob been changed.
Now you see where they get it from. That's why we say the white man the devil. Get it from the slave masters.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich.
Right. Woe unto you that are rich. Destruction. This is what Christ saying. Christ said destruction unto you that are rich because you're greedy. You hear me? The rich people, you want to know where the money went? It went into their pockets. You know, they brought in $400 million and ain't not a black, Hispanic, a Native Indian see a dime from it. And then it's cool. Okay, don't let a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian see a dime from it. But at least just fix up the area. Like, why you can't just fix the neighborhood? I don't understand it. When you go into the suburbs and the rich people neighborhoods, the streets be brand new. They like redo the streets like every couple years. Why can't you at least just redo the streets? Because they just that greedy that they don't want to give you nothing. That's how greedy they are. And that's why Christ said destruction unto you that are rich.
For ye have received your consolation.
Right. You receive your consolation. You hear me? You got your prize. You rich. You feel me? What Dave Chappelle said? I'm rich, bitch. You feel me? You rich. You got it. You got your prize. You feel me? I don't know what else you think you should get from that. But of course, they never put a limit on what they'll take. But they will put a limit on what they'll give.
Right. So
that's why they still think they got more prizes to come. That's what rich people do. Rich people think they got more prizes. Right. They don't think that the $400 million that they made in 2 minutes was enough. They think it's more to come from that.
Right.
Going all the way to 26.
Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full.
Right. Woe unto you that are full. You full. Your pocket's full. You feel me? That's why I always quote that line from that movie. What the hell is that movie called, man? King of New York.
Uh-huh.
When a white dude got out of jail and he went to go see the I forgot what they called them in the movie. I was finna say the wise man, but that ain't what they called him in the movie. That's what he called him on training day. Mm-hmm. But he went to go see him and he said, man, y'all got fat while we was starving. You feel me? Y'all done got fat while we was starving. And that's what happened with the so-called white. The so-called white man that got fat. You feel me? They doing all kind of shit, man. They just sent the rocket to the dark side of the moon. You feel me? I thought they only could do that in the movies. You feel me? Man, they done did that shit in real life, man. They done got that fat, man. They pocket so full, they don't know what to do with the money. But that's why Christ said, woe unto the rich, because if you could send a rocket that far in the moon, I mean, Dan, did you really have to up the gas prices?
Right.
Could we just keep them the same until y'all, get this settled with Iran? No, because you're just too greedy. You're just too greedy. And that's why Christ said destruction unto you.
Hey, so like I said, they ain't see no angels training, did they?
No. Nah. That's crazy because the IUIC say that's what's happening up there.
Right. They might have seen Optimus Prime or something.
and that's how you know a prophet. When they say something, they come to pass. The IUIC said the angels is doing war games on the dark side of the moon. When the white man went to the dark side of the moon, there was no angels was there. They wasn't there doing pull-ups.
War practices on dark side of the moon is crazy work.
Man, look, man, that man believe in vibranium. That nigga, a part of that leader of the IUIC, man, that nigga it's an officer of 50 somewhere in the school smarter than that nigga. I'm just keeping it real with you.
He believe in Wakanda for real, don't he?
That nigga said, man, we brought that out on the podcast. That nigga said vibranium. I say, nigga, that is a made-up metal from a comic book.
So like I said, if I may say, Wakanda's real, but it's in Kansas, though. You don't know.
Stop it. It is a Wakanda, Kansas, ain't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
But there ain't a bunch of Africans there, though.
No, there ain't no Africans there. So he probably don't want to go
there. For ye shall hunger.
Right. You gonna hunger. Talking about the rich. You full now, but you're gonna be hungry in a minute. Like I said, they do this money at this point. They got so much money, it's really just a number on the screen.
Right.
Really, the white man got so much money that it's really just a number on the screen. It's probably not even real. They probably can't even go in the bank and pull it out.
Right.
It's not liquidated. You feel me? It's just numbers on the screen.
Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep.
Right. Well, what they say, laugh now, cry later. That's usually how it go. They laughing now. They popping bottles. My brother used to work at Churchill Downs, and he told me that they would buy a fifth of liquor, and they would drink half of it and throw the rest away. They wouldn't even drink the whole bottle. They'd buy a fifth, and they'd pull up half of it, and the rest of it they throwing in the garbage. You feel me? Because that's just, they don't know what to do with the money. You feel me? At this point, they don't know what to do with the money. They laughing, they rolling in dough. You feel me? They rolling in the money, just laughing, having a good old time. But in a minute, they gonna be crying. It's fun and games now. Yeah, we made $394 million, and we're gonna use it to renovate the stadium. Get your dumb ass out of here. Yeah, you laughing now, but you're gonna cry later.
Verse 26. Woe unto you, where all men shall speak well of you.
Man, Christ hated the rich. And I'm gonna tell you why, because the rich, they usually get there by doing wicked shit. You hear me? None of these kingdoms that's ever ruled the planet ever been the kingdoms of Christ, except for one, and that's when Solomon ruled for a very short time. So besides that time of Solomon's reign, all of these kingdoms that ruled the planet, they got it by doing wickedness, doing evil, putting the children of Israel in slavery, working their backs, to death, unaliving people, That's how majority of all these kingdoms got to where they was at. And of course, America is the last one. You feel me? And that's why Christ hated the rich, because he know how they got there. They didn't get there righteously.
Right.
They didn't do righteous trades and stuff to get rich. They killed and murdered people and forced them to believe what they believe. You go ahead, read that from the top, the last verse.
Verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you.
Right. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Now you would think that getting praise and acceptance and being validated, you would think that that's a good thing, you know. But contrary to popular belief, it is not, according to Christ. According to Christ, when the mass majority of people are speaking well of you, it is not a good thing. You feel me? He said, destruction unto you when men shall speak well of you. You feel me? All these presidents, you feel, they make you learn their names in school. These presidents was wicked as hell, but they don't talk about the dark side. They just try to tell you all the good stuff they done. You feel me? All the good stuff the Queen of England and done. And that's why Christ saying, man, woe unto you, destruction to you when people speak well of you. The mass majority of people speak well about the Pope. The Pope, that's a whole crew of child molesters. You feel me? The Roman Catholic Church, the Christian Church, all that stuff is nothing but sexual deviance. But the mass majority of people look at them like they godly. And Christ is saying, nah, that ain't how you're supposed to look at it. If you got the mass majority of mankind speaking well of a certain group of people, and it's destruction under them. Because probably they got there by being wicked. You feel me? So like they call us a hate group. They say we in a hate group. Well, that's a good thing. Because Christ said if the mass majority of people are speaking well of you, then destruction unto you. You know? So we might be going down the right path. Y'all might be the ones that's not going down the right path. But because the mass majority of people is speaking well of you and what you're doing, that you think you are. But you just don't understand Christ, you know? And you ain't supposed to, because he only chose a certain few people to understand him. Otherwise, this shit would be tainted. You know, this whole doctrine, this whole belief would be tainted, and it wouldn't be a narrow path, you know, for real, sincere, righteous brothers and sisters.
And so, like I said, if I made that organization that called us a hate group, they having a little problem right now, ain't they?
Yeah, and what? The mass majority of people did what?
Shit, they rock with them, didn't it? Gave them their money.
What? But what's the word you want to use though?
Oh, spoke well of them. Yeah,
that's it. Damn right. Real talk. The mass majority of people spoke well of the Southern Poverty Law Center. Right. You feel me? You go to court fighting for custody of your kids, the first thing they bring up is the Southern Poverty Law Center. Nigga, that's a non-profit organization. Mm-hmm. Y'all bringing them up like it's the federal government. You feel me? Like it's a branch of the armed forces or something. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yeah, that's like you go to court and somebody bring up a damn article on Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. You know, to try to validate their point off Wikipedia. Like, come on, man, you can't do that. That's what the Southern Poverty Law Center was, Wikipedia. Right. They just going on there and people just putting shit on there. Ain't got no real proof behind it.
For so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Right, and that's what happened. The false prophets was spoke well of. You know, they was spoke well of too. And then what happened? They ended up getting destroyed, and that's what's gonna happen. You feel me? That's what's gonna happen. All the false prophets, all the people that people is praising, you know, all the rich people, all the people that's not humble. You know, all them people that don't care about the poor, which is what you're supposed to be rich. That's what you're supposed to do with the money. You ain't supposed to just watch the numbers on the screen keep increasing. You're supposed to start passing some of that out. You feel me? But you want to die with it like the Egyptians. Mm-hmm. You want them to bury you with it. Real talk. So yeah, you could drop that. Let's go to Matthew 11 and 25.
Okay. The book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent.
Right, and that's the thing. These things have been hidden. The stuff that we talk about, the stuff we say, is hidden from the wise and prudent. And when I say hidden, it's not even like they can't read the same thing we read. What we just read, they can read that. They can go right to the Bible in Luke the 6th chapter and see Christ hate rich people. Mm-hmm. Christ despised rich people. They can go read the same thing, but they won't get to understand it. They won't get to understand it behind why Christ hate the rich people. So they'll think that this is just an isolated incident. They'll think when Christ said that, I was just those specific ones. When he even said, just like the false prophets praise, your fathers praise the false prophets. To show you it's not an isolated incident, this is an ongoing occurrence that keep happening. Because ain't nothing new under the sun. And Christ is thanking the Father that he thanking the Father. I thought he was the Father. But that's another topic. It's just insane. Like that one, and that's what I'm saying. They can't even a Christian that believe in the Trinity would read that and still not get it. Mm-hmm. They'll read that he's thanking the Father and be like, well, it's him in the flesh form speaking to the man. I don't even want to go down a rabbit hole because that just ain't gonna make no sense at all. Because that ain't even the topic. That's just the river that flow through the Bible. That's just how that goes. You feel me? But Christ is thanking the Father that he hid this wisdom that we got. You feel me? That Commander Johanna held on to from the wise and prudent. Real talk.
And has revealed them unto babes.
And revealed it unto babes, because us, even as grown men and women, we became like children so we can get this understanding. Because people that's too arrogant is not going to get it. You feel me? They're going to make up too many excuses not to believe it so they can be wicked. Instead of just, you know what? I'm going to humble myself so I can get this understanding. It's like we're going all the way to 30.
Come on. Verse 26. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight.
Right.
Verse 27. All things are delivered unto me of my Father. And no man knoweth the Son but the Father.
Right. And that's a fact. You feel me? All this stuff is coming from the Most High. You feel me? The Most High and Christ is on the same accord.
And no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son.
Right. And neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, except the Son. You feel me? These rich people, these wise and prudent people, they don't know the Father. You feel me? The Father is not with these people. You feel me? Because he was only with Christ. And if you ain't with Christ, then you don't know the Father. You feel me? That's just like that one when Nicodemus asked, how can we see the kingdom of heaven? And he was thinking about being reborn again. You feel me? When you got to be with Christ, because that's the only way you're going to even get close to knowing the Father.
And he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Getting close to Christ. That's how you end up knowing the Father. That's how you get to knowing the Father. You feel me? Christ is the mediator between us and him. You feel me? Him dying is the only reason why we even accept it back. But these rich people, they don't know Christ. You feel me? You could just see how they live in their day. You feel me? Seeing how they treat people, seeing what they doing.
Verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Right. And of course, that can only be talking about who? Poor people. You feel me? Only poor people is the ones that's working. They have a heavy laden. That's only poor people. Rich people fly on jets from city to city. Helicopters from skyscraper to skyscraper. Feet don't touch the ground. You feel me? Buying bottles of liquor at the Kentucky Derby and drinking one shot and throwing the rest in the garbage. You feel me? blowing. They really blowing money fast. I thought BMF was blowing money. These rich white people is blowing money fast, and they making you work. You the one putting in all the work.
And I will give you rest.
Right, and I will give you rest, which is a peace of mind, because being in this kingdom as the low class, middle class, you feel me? It is very stressful. It is very stressful to have to work so hard, you know, just so you can pay your bills and live comfortably. You feel me? And then you got to deal with the stress, you feel me, of the white man. You're already working like a motherfucker, and you got to deal with the stress of the tactics that the so-called white man is pulling every day. So you working and you ain't got no peace. And that Christ saying, come to me and I will give you rest. And he's talking to the poor people.
Verse 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
Right. And that's what we got to do. You know, we got to put on a yoke of Christ. Right now we got the white man's yoke on us. If you in a Christian church, the Catholic Church, you know, serving white Jesus, you know, you got the spirit of America on you. And that's another reason why people so stressed out. You trying to be white in a society that don't even want you here. You know, they want you in jail or dead, or your face in a laughing barrel. That's where they want you at. And Christ is saying, take my yoke upon me, which is basically talking about a close partnership.
For I am meek and lonely in heart.
Right. I'm humble. I'm lowly in heart. You feel me? Christ came back and he was just like us. Same situation we was in. Same neighborhood, same mother and father, brothers, all that. He ain't come back super, super rich like he was supposed to be. I mean, he the son of King David. You feel me? But King David, his family and house fell under his wicked grandsons.
And ye shall find rest unto your souls.
Right, because that's the point. That's all we can really ask for. You feel me? Because you're gonna have to work. The white man is going to make sure you have to work. You know, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to slave. Because this ain't our kingdom. But if you come find Christ the right way under Commander Jehanna, then you will find rest of your soul. You will find peace to where that's not even a big deal. Right. You know, because a lot of black people, Hispanic, is ready to crash out because they don't want to work. They don't want to slave. You feel me? But they don't understand that this is our punishment. So once you understand that this is our punishment, then that's just going to become something you just got to do.
Right.
You know, it's just going to become just another thing you got to do. Another bill you got to pay. It's not even a big deal. It is what it is. That's why we finna slave. I got to go to the slave. It is what it is. You know, we ain't stressed out about it because we even understand that, nigga, this is a slave. This is a punishment. You feel me? And knowing it's a punishment, it make you not want to crash out. Make you want to fight to serve the Lord more so he can come and get us up out of this shit.
Hey, Salaki, sir, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was bars, sir, Salaki.
Oh, damn, Most High Christ. Shit, damn. Real talk, appreciate it.
Verse 30. For my yoke is easy.
Right, and that's what Christ is saying. My yoke is easy. The white man yoke is not. You see, Megan Thee Stallion, you feel me? If she would just accept that a man can have more than one woman, she wouldn't be ready to commit suicide. You know, half of the women wouldn't be bugged out their mind if they just would take away the white man's culture. Because his culture is not easy. You feel me? He does not have an easy yoke. That's not the way the white man's set up. No, his whole kingdom is set up so you can be stressed out. So you can want to be a crash out. So you can end up in jail or locked up. That's how the white man is set it. He set it up like that. Right. Christ is like, man, my yoke is easy.
And so, like, sir, can I ask something what you were just saying about
go ahead.
Stallion? I was reading recently that this generation of women is the most medicated generation of women ever. But you know who wasn't medicated? Her grandma, her great grandma.
Right, and break that down. What you mean when you say medicated?
Medicated, like on antidepressants and shit like that.
Good night.
Right, but their grandmas and great grandmas wouldn't, and they knew their husband had other women.
Yeah, they did.
It wasn't secret.
No, that's heavy, real talk. And that's the white man yoke being not easy.
Right.
You know, he wanted everybody to have so much access. With all these smartphones and social media, everybody got access to everything. Right. And they ain't doing nothing but stressing you out more. Real talk. Matter of fact, I brought that out in the class before where it said that the social media was causing some kids to commit suicide or want to commit suicide, to where the parents was trying to sue Facebook.
Cyberbullying.
All that. Yeah, his whole kingdom is set up to make you stressed out. And Christ like, man, my burden is light, man. Come follow me. Come serve me. But people don't understand what that means. They think that means just saying you serve him. Saying he's your Lord and Savior. That's not what that means. It's talking about keeping the commandments. You feel me? It's talking about putting away the childish things that the white man has put in our face since we was kids. That's a crazy thing. You got grown-ups still doing shit that they was doing when they was children. All this shit that got them stressed out. Mother's Day coming up. Oh, Mother's Day, I gotta plan this. I gotta plan that. Who gonna give me a gift? Who not gonna give me a gift? Is the kids gonna come over? They gonna show up? Is they gonna cook for me? Is they gonna surprise me? You feel me? You all stressed out over the shit. Some shit from your childhood. You feel me? All these childhood traumas adults is taking into their adult life, which is stupid. You feel me? And that ain't doing nothing but making the burden more heavy. All right, so look, yeah, we could drop that. Let's go to Job 21 and 27.
Come.
Hey, y'all so hardcore. Y'all forgot Mother's Day was even coming up, didn't y'all?
Is it really?
Hey, get the Commander Gianna a hand for that one. Real talk, Commander Gianna coming to follow Commander Gianna. We just forgot that shit was even coming up. Right. And now our burden is what? It's easy. Because we ain't thinking about, damn, I gotta get my girlfriend, my mama, my baby mama, my auntie. You feel me? Motherfuckers giving gifts to people that ain't even your mama.
Right.
You feel me? You stressing yourself all the way out. And imagine all the stories that's finna come out after Mother's Day. You know they coming.
Mm-hmm. The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 27. Behold, I know your thoughts and devices, which you wrongfully imagine against me.
Right. And Job is talking to his friends because, of course, they was condemning him, saying he had to be wicked. You know, he had to be some had to be wrong with Job because he was going through something. And that's just like the world we live in now. If you going through something, people just automatically assume you just evil. You feel me? But you got rich people that's nigga, like Trump got 34 felonies. He's the president.
Right.
So what, is he not wicked? Is Trump not evil? On Epstein, is Jeffrey Epstein and them not evil? They was what, 100 millionaire? I want to say billionaire, but I don't think they Epstein was no billionaire. But they hundreds of millions of dollars these men got access to. You feel me? Trump, I know he a billionaire. This man got access to billions of dollars. You feel me? So is they not wicked? We always find out the worst stuff is happening in these big houses. You feel me? It's a big house down the street from me. It was a family annihilation happened like 2 years ago. Right down the street. You feel me? Right down the street from me, a whole family annihilation happened, and it's a big, nice house. I ride past it all the time. You feel me? So I guess it's nothing wicked happening in there. But because I might be going through something, I'm living in the ghetto. You know, I ain't got a Fortune 500 company. So I guess that, you know, I'm evil. I'm wicked. And that's basically what Job is telling to his friends.
Verse 28. For ye say, where is the house of the prince?
Right. Where the house of the prince at?
And where are the dwelling places of the wicked?
Right. And where they at? You hear me? Because you saying it's me. I'm wicked because I'm down on my luck. I lost my job. You know, my kids is gone. You know, lost a child. My wife acting the fool. So I'm just wicked, huh? So where is the house of the prince at? And where's the dwelling places of the wicked? You know, because if this means that I'm wicked, then they must be good.
Mm-hmm. Verse 29. Have you not asked them that go by the way?
Right. The people that's coming through and seeing, you know, they seeing the big houses.
And do ye not know their tokens?
Right. Their observations. Do you not know their observations of people that's coming through? You feel me? You think these people that's coming through ain't seeing these big dumb houses, all these nice areas, these nice neighborhoods? Where's the dwelling places of the wicked at?
Verse 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
Right. And that's what he's saying. The wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They live peacefully. You feel me? They die of old age. They get 100 heart transplants like the Rothschild. You telling me he ain't wicked? Oh, he's not wicked because he's able to afford 100 heart transplants and live to be 120 years old. You feel me? So he's not wicked because he gets to live old. The wicked, that's what happens. The wicked live long life. They make $300 million in a day on a horse race. That's what happened. That's how they got rich. They got rich for being wicked. They put a whole race of people in slavery. That's how they got there. You feel me? And that's why he say the things you imagine against me, because I'm going through this stuff. You telling me these people is not wicked? You feel me? They reserved for the day of destruction. That's what the Lord is doing. He letting them live long, prosperous lives. So now he got a bunch of points now. Just like when you go to court and they read down a laundry list of things you done. The Lord has a laundry list of things that the wicked have done. You feel me? And they're gonna be reserved for the day of destruction. But me, what I'm going through right now, I'm from the hood, I'm from the ghetto. Nigga, that don't make me wicked. Because then that means that anybody that's rich is righteous. And now, you feel me? You putting yourself in a box. You put yourself in a box you can't get out of. Because if I'm wicked because I'm going through stuff, then you telling me everybody that's not is the righteous. And that's how people look at it right now. Right now, that's how the world looks at things. The world looks at things like if you rich and famous, God is with you. If you poor, you from the ghetto, the Lord ain't with you. The Lord don't love you. And that's what Job was trying to explain to them, that you putting yourself in a box by saying that.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Right, they'll be brought forth. They'll get their day. You hear me? They'll get their day. I'm going through stuff, but they're gonna get their day. And that's why when you see all these white people that come back, there's all these bums on the street corner and stuff like that. These people is children of rich people. Don't let these bums fool you. Sitting on the stairs. Can you give me $1? Can you give me some change? They ass is a two-time loser. You feel me? They is the son of some slave master that had a bunch of money and they kept fucking it up. They kept wanting to do drugs or some dumbass shit, so they got put out the house. Now they sitting outside the gas station begging you for change, like they just so down on their luck. When they can just, all they got to do is go get a job and they motherfucking go get 100,000 deposited in their account from their grandma. You feel me? The wicked will be reserved for the day of wrath. I say you could drop that. Go to 2 Maccabees 7 and 28.
Come. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 28. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them things that were not.
Right, and that's some faith you gotta have. If you ever losing a little faith or a little hope in something you going through, you gotta remember that. Just look around and see that none of this stuff was here at one point. The trees, the animals, you feel me? None of this stuff was here at one point. All these buildings you see, the humanity, the societies, all this stuff was not here at one point in time. If you ever losing faith, none of this stuff was here. So just like none of this stuff was here, God can fix whatever you're going through. You know, whatever thing you're going through your life that's like unbearable, you feel like, man, there's no way that this is going to get fixed. There's no way I could change this situation. The Lord could do it.
And so was mankind made likewise.
Right. Well, I already broke that down. Well, yeah, just like mankind was not here. You know, humanity, these societies was not here, but now they here. They thriving. You feel me? Got planes, trains, automobiles, all people flying. You can fly from America to Europe in 13 hours. When if you take a boat, shit, you got to take a boat, 3 months. And none of this stuff was here at one point, and now it is. We're going all the way to 32.
Oh, God. Verse 29. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take that death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Right, that's reincarnation. This tormentor is Esau. You feel me? Esau is the tormentor. This is when the time we was under oppression from the Greeks. The Greeks had us under oppression at one point. The whole earth, really. You know, but they had us under oppression at one point. And these brothers was being forced to eat pork, forced to worship idols, which we cannot do. That's not our culture. You know, and they was trying to force these brothers to do it. And he said, fear not this torment. And that's what we got to do. Fear not Esau, the so-called white man. We can't fear him. And when I say fear him, I'm not even just talking about physically. I'm talking about spiritually. You know, because people is really more spiritually scared of him than anything because he could take your money away.
Right.
You know, that's all he could do. He could take your money away. It ain't even just about a police pulling you over and killing you. You know.
Verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment.
Right, and that's what we got to do. Right now, the king is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the king. You know, and he's trying to crown himself king of the earth. Man, that's why he's trying to go into the Middle East. And we will not obey the king's command. We will not do what the so-called white man want us to do. We're going to do what the Lord say to do.
But I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Right. We're gonna obey the law. You feel me? For people to say the law was done away with, that's nowhere in the Bible. And that's what we got to do, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We got to just obey the law. You know, we putting too much on it. We some people want to pick up guns. Some people want to become police and think they're going to change it from the inside out. Some people want to get high up in the government, think they're going to change something. Man, none of that shit's going to work. You feel me? If you tired of the white man oppressing you, this is what got to happen. We have to obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We, the children of Israel, we who the law was given to. And that's the way we get out of this shit. But you won't believe it because you can't see it. You know, it ain't nothing you can see. And that's why it was bringing out earlier about the things you see was not here. All these things you see was not here at one point, including mankind. So the same way none of that stuff was here and it appeared, this right here will help make everything we got going on that's bad in our life go away. Keeping the commandment of the law. But you can't see that though. You can't see that, but you can see, if I go to college, I'm gonna make this amount of money when I get out of college. Then when you get out of college, a dumbass can't even get a job doing the shit because it ain't even a job no more because of AI. So the best bet is to just keep the law, and let the Lord deal with the rest.
Answer like I said, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or you can just give up and get high like the Black Panthers did.
Yeah, that's what they did. Most of them did. Most of all the groups done that.
Right.
Then mostly all the black groups just end up just saying, "Get it, I'm finna just get high." Some of the biggest crackheads is Black Panthers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Some of the biggest, they smoke a rock the size of Mount Everest.
It's a big ass rock.
Man, I'm telling you, most of them is them Black Panthers, the same ones trying to fight to keep the crack out the neighborhood.
Verse 31. And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Right, and that's the white man. The white man has been the author of all mischief. Anything going on in your life bad, the white man did it. You feel me? You wonder why we say the white man is the devil? Because he's the author of all mischief. The white man is going to create the condition that you in and then blame you. Look, the white man got something called the CIA. And what people don't fail to realize about the CIA is they use black people. Mm-hmm. When you think of CIA, you think like, okay, a white man. No, it is a white organization. But they have every race of people in there working for them. Mm-hmm. They got Arabs, they got Chinese, they got Japanese, they got black, they got white, they got Mexicans. You feel me? And they send them into the communities to destroy it. And then say, man, shit, that's on y'all. Look what y'all the ones want to get high. Y'all the ones want to do drugs. Y'all the ones want to put the switches on the on the Glock 30, which I don't even know how we know how to do that. Who taught us this? Where did this come from? Mm-hmm. It was some nigga said, look, y'all, if you put this thing on the Glock, it's gonna turn into a fucking AK-47. And who is this nigga that taught us this shit? He was the fucking government. Mm-hmm. We thinking this a nigga we cool with. We know this nigga. Man, that nigga was working for the government.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Here you go ahead, Slack.
Hey, Slack, if I could, that's the same nigga that taught us to put baking soda with powder, put the water in it, heat it up. Yeah. I don't know the recipe or nothing. Cool it down in the rock salt. That sounds like some chemists.
Come on.
I hate the biology class. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think a nigga just figured that out of the blue.
Nah.
I do think a nigga gave a recipe to another nigga that gave it to another nigga and another nigga. But I think if we go back to the first nigga that passed the recipe out, he was fucking CIA.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I could, I don't know the recipe. I just heard some shit. I don't know the recipe though.
No, real talk. No, I feel you. No, I feel that's just for the enemies out there. Not where you going with it.
Right, okay, my nigga.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going with it. They gonna be like, see them niggas still? Nah, nigga, shut up. Nobody even smoke crack no more. I hope they don't.
Now that's a new one that was taught by the government too, called methamphetamine. Who knows? You take. I don't even know that. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even.
And it's fucking up the white people though. That's the funny thing. How it backfired though. Like, they probably thought black people was gonna be the new like meth heads or something. Like, yeah, they gonna switch to this. They gonna switch to this. All these opioids. The whole time they the ones doing that shit.
Right.
They the ones ODing on it. I ain't saying black people ain't doing it, but it's really killing their community.
Shall not escape the hands of God. Right,
and the so-called white man is not going to escape the hands of God because he's the one creating all these conditions that we in. You know, all of the Bloods, the Crips, the gangs, all that stuff is conditions that was created by oppression.
Right. Verse 32. For we suffer because of our sins.
Right, and that's a fact. We took the bait. You feel me? But he's not gonna escape. You feel me? Judgment, because he's the author of the mischief. But we took the bait. And the reason why these brothers are saying this is because they're being forced to sin against the Lord. And they're basically willing to die than sin against the Lord, because they know that we suffer because of our sins. If we sin, we all gonna suffer. It ain't gonna just be me. It might start off just me, but then it's gonna spread like wildfire. You know, and that's why in the book of Numbers, Moses said, "Don't pollute the land that you in." You feel me? You cannot do that. You can't pollute the land that you in. So if you sinning, you're gonna pollute the neighborhood. The neighborhood is gonna end up being polluted, and it's just gonna be a pass down of generational curses. And they was ready to die because they know we suffer for our sins. So I'm not gonna eat this pork, because if I do, other people gonna want to do it. Other people gonna think it's okay. I say you could drop that and you go to Jeremiah 31 and 35.
Book Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars of the light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar.
Right. The Lord created the sun, moon, stars, the water, the sea, the currents, all that. That's what the Lord did. He created all that stuff, and it ain't going nowhere. It's been here thousands of years. It ain't going nowhere. There's no sign of it disappearing.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Right, the Lord of armies.
Verse 36. If those ordinances depart before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Right. So basically, what I'm saying and what this scripture is saying is you can't get rid of us. You hear me? No matter how rich and powerful the white man get and then got, he's never going to be able to get rid of us. And that's the reason why they hate us so bad. You hear me? That's the reason why white people see you and they hate you, because they like, damn, nigga, you still here? You feel me? They, especially when you pop up in a town you ain't supposed to be in. They looking like, damn, that's a nigga right there. Y'all still here? With all the Bloods and Crips, we got y'all killing each other. You feel me? We turned all y'all women into hoes. They killing all their babies. We done all this, and y'all still here. How is that possible? Because of the Lord. The sun's still here. The moon's still here. The stars still here. The water is still here in the sea. So if all that stuff can't disappear, it can't go away, then neither can the children of Israel.
Right.
And they just didn't understand who the children of Israel was. Now they starting to see that it's them niggas in specs. It's them wetbacks, you feel me? And them baby mamas and baby daddies. That's who it is. It's the people that we forgot about. These people don't want to go nowhere. They're not going anywhere. With all the abortions they having, the babies are still rolling in. It's like, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, so like, now I was just gonna add to that because that's heavy. Just like in Egypt with Pharaoh, they did all they could to destroy us and damn near wipe us out. But still, we go and set, what was it, 70, 78 deep or something like that?
Yeah, 70.
Like 70 deep, and then came out like a nation.
Around 400,000, I think it said, give or take. But yeah, that's a fact. Real talk. So, and you got to remember, like you said, they was throwing the babies in the river.
Right. That's why I was going. That was the abortions back then. You know what I'm saying? What they say, if it was a male baby, kill it. But if it was a girl baby, let it live.
Come on, stop it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you kill off the man, you kill off a nation.
Who has that ever happened to? What nation of people, babies got killed and people said nothing about it? The only two times I heard about it is Egypt and America.
In America, right.
Them the only two races of people I've ever heard of who babies can literally be slaughtered after they pulled out the womb and nobody even care about it.
Right.
Nobody even think twice about it. Like, it is what it is. You go ahead.
And so, like I said, if I could, you said earlier that they get one of us to work for them.
Right.
Right. I bet. I wonder how many people watching knows that W.B. Du Bois worked for Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's always to see another thing about them rich niggas. They all be Uncle Toms. You know, we should learn that from Michael Jordan. See, we hear about the all these black people that was, you know, all whatever you want to call it. They was all super smart and all that shit. They was the first black to do this, first black to do that. Right. Man, a lot of their ass was Uncle Toms.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep it real with you. A lot of their ass had they head up the white man ass so motherfucking far, they probably thought they was white. They probably thought they was a white man or a white woman. I'm just keeping it real. They probably didn't even feel like they probably didn't even feel like they was black. But we wasn't there, so we thinking, oh, they must have been real black power type of person. No, hell no.
No, so
they ain't like people, they black people themselves.
So like so they was one of them we sick boss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, a lot of them black people, if you look into it, you will see that they didn't like niggas. Mm-hmm. They was trying to get the hell away from niggas. Mm-hmm. Real talk.
That's why he was moving to Africa, sir. So like,
yeah. So look, yeah, we could drop this. Let's go to Amos 3:1.
Okay. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Right, and that's crazy. We were just talking about that. The children of Israel is famous for being in slavery in Egypt. Now it's another race of people, which actually are the same race of people. They just called something different, and they famous for slavery in the Americas. You hear me? Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we are the children of Israel. Right. They changed our name and tried to make us they changed our name and wanted us to forget who we were. And that's why the Lord said he would never forget who we are. We'll never cease from being a people, no matter if unless the stars, the sun, and the waters fade away. If they don't fade away, nigga, we ain't going nowhere. They could change our name, our identity. It don't matter. We ain't going nowhere. Here you go ahead.
All right, Slocky, so just to add to that point, wouldn't a precept be in Deuteronomy chapter 28 when it talk about we would be called bywords?
Yeah,
like we won't even know who we are. We're gonna be called everything else: niggas, spics, African Americans, Mexican American. You know what I'm saying? All these different bywords that you know what I'm saying that who we are not, instead of actually who we are, and that's how they took our identity and took our culture away from us.
Mm-hmm. Negro, nigga,
Negroes, niggas.
Yep.
Cherokee, yep. Seminole,
yeah,
Blackfoot, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican, Haitian,
Rich
Jamaican.
Poor. Yeah, those are all bywords. Because they try to do anything they could to make us forget who we are.
Come on.
Real talk. They trying to make us forget who we are. They thinking that one day we just gonna not even care about who the children of Israel are. And the Lord said that's not happening. It's not the way that's gonna be set up. We're going all the way to 7.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right. You only have the Lord only known us. You feel me? But you would think he know them because of what? Because they got money. Because they got big houses. They got nice cars. They got businesses. They own skyscrapers. You would think he know them. But he don't. You would think the Lord is with them, but he is not. That's what Job was trying to break down to his friends.
Right.
You hear me? Just because I'm going through something don't mean the Lord ain't with me, because nigga, then that mean everybody that's rich, the Lord is with. And that's not true. The Lord don't know these other families of the earth. He don't even know them, man.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
And that's it. We getting punished for our sins.
Right.
We suffer for our sins. We getting punished. They not gonna get punished. They can go live whatever type of lifestyle they want to live. They can go rob banks, go rob countries, put medicine as to get you sick in the pharmacy. They could do whatever the fuck they want. They not gonna get punished for it. They gonna be reserved for the day of judgment.
Right.
They gonna be reserved for the day of wrath. We gonna get punished if we do that stuff. That's why we can't never get away with shit. That's why we stay locked up. Because we trying to do what they doing and it ain't working. We trying to be criminals and we bad at it.
Right.
Right.
They stole a president out of his country and took all his oil. Nigga, you can't even steal a candy bar, nigga.
Hey,
You steal a candy bar, nigga. Your face is all over Facebook. Anybody know this guy? He stole a pair of shoes. They stole a whole human being and his oil. It's like, you go ahead.
Hey, if I could, you ever heard a motherfucker say shit? I've been caught for everything I ever did before.
Yeah.
Real
talk. Rap sheet long as hell.
Career criminal.
That's what they call it, ain't it? A career criminal.
A career criminal.
White man, he sell the drugs, bring it in, then lock you up for it.
And then lock you up for it, right?
Crazy.
And give you the guns, and give you all the weapons and tools and philosophies you need to just go kill yourself.
Then make you pay for a lawyer to try to get out.
Right.
Who's
in cahoots with him to really keep you in there.
Come on, man. We do we not need the Lord at this point?
Facts, sir.
or is we still think, or is we gonna keep being insane?
Let's get the Lord a hand on that one.
I'm just saying, is we just gonna keep being insane, thinking one day we're gonna get enough wealth to buy our freedom? Is that what we think? We think one day we're gonna get enough wealth, we're gonna buy our freedom from these white folks. It's not happening.
So like it, sir, ain't one of the curses, hey, can't no man buy you?
Yeah.
That's another curse. Hey, we can't buy our way out of this.
Yeah, you ain't nobody buying us out of this. We
can't brown nose your way out of this.
And that's why Christ said, just come serve me. You feel me? You're working, you got a heavy laden, just come serve me. You feel me? Come serve me, because I'm telling you, you're not getting out of this shit. It's not gonna happen. Real talk. Unless you come serve me.
Verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Right. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Keep trying to walk together with the so-called white man. You wonder why he keeps stabbing you in the back.
Right.
Verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he hath no prey?
Right.
Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing?
Right. Will a lion roar in the forest if he have no prey? Come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. We've been a prey to these people. I'm just keeping it real with you. That's for sure.
Verse 5. Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth? Will no gin is for him?
Right. Matter of fact, if you could drop down to actually what I really wanted, where the meat was at. You go to verse 6.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid?
Right, because that's what a trumpet is for, and that's what we doing. And ISUPK Commander, we blowing the trumpet. You feel me? We want you to be afraid of what we saying so you could change. You know? We don't want you to think we playing. Why y'all so mad, so angry? Because we want you to be afraid of what you're doing, the life you living. You feel me? So you can change your ways before you die.
Hey, so like it, sir, if I could add to that, like when all these different countries is talking about going to war, and that war, don't they blow trumpets and beat drums to let people know that they at war?
That's what the trumpet's for. It's to let you know, just like they got the sirens for the tornadoes. It's a warning.
You know something to come, right? Yeah, come.
It's a warning.
Verse 6. Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Right, and that's what you got to understand. The evil that you see happening, the Lord is doing it. All the evil stuff you see happening, the Lord is allowing that stuff to happen. You hear me? He's allowing that stuff to happen because the Lord really want to have a reason, a good enough reason to destroy these people. Because we the only ones that he knew. You hear me? We the only ones that the Lord knew.
Verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants and prophets.
Right, and that's what's happening right now. The Lord will reveal his secrets unto us. And the Lord, that's what he did. The Lord revealed his secrets to us, to the prophets. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. The rich people did not get the secrets. The rich people don't understand what the hell is going on. They don't understand what the hell we so mad about. You feel me? And the reason why we so mad is because we've been revealed the secrets. You know, we understand that, nigga, it's no equality. You feel me? There's no equality. There's no all coming together. Segregation is the way it need to be. And it's funny because that's what it looked like we going back to. Look like we going back to segregation.
Right.
And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. But not to the rich people. Not to the rich people. Not to the uppity niggas. That's not a good thing. You know, they don't have no benefit in that. But luckily, the Lord is not with the rich. You know, luckily the Lord gave his secret unto the babes. Because otherwise, these people will just come up with more and more tactics to keep us poor, to keep oppressing us. Real talk. All right, so you could drop that, and you can go to Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, 40 and 28.
Come. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life.
Right. My son, lead not a beggar's life. Lead not a beggar's life. You hear me? And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we became beggars in this place. That's what we became. And when we become beggars, we end up folding. You know, we lose our morality to what now we doing anything for $1. Anything to be accepted. You know, begging for attention. And that's what we did with all that marching, all that voting. That was begging. I don't know if the black leaders noticed that back in the 60s, that you was begging a lion to not eat you.
Right.
You know, you was begging somebody that does not love you and have showed it throughout generations that they do not love you. You begging them to. You begging them to accept you. You know, begging them to accept your hair, your skin. You know, they made rules and laws where you couldn't even wear your hair a certain way. You go to school with your daughter, go to school with a certain hairstyle, they send her home with a referral. And that's what happened when you integrate. Because if we was in our black schools with the black teachers, they got black hair. So we begging for something that we really didn't want. You know, just trying to be a part of this society. And the Bible says, lead not a beggar's life. We cannot be begging another nation to accept us. And that's why you're supposed to be segregated. Because if you segregated, you ain't got to beg nobody to accept you.
And so like yourself, I can add to that because it's heavy.
You go ahead.
We still doing the same goddamn begging today.
Right.
All the shucking and jiving, all the marching, all the hands up, don't shoot, all the, you know what I'm saying? What to say? Black Lives Matter. You know, like we still begging and pleading today to get love from a nation and people, nations and people that hate you.
Real talk.
So like it.
No, real talk. No, that's for sure. Still begging right now. They crying about this civil rights bill or whatever this shit happen. I halfway don't even understand it. I just know good. Whatever white people doing to show they racist, good. Do it.
Right.
So we can stay the fuck away from y'all. If that's what it takes for these Uncle Tom niggas to see what we see, then good.
Right.
It is better to die than to beg.
Right. It's better to die than to beg. That's why I say you got to be ready to die. And when I say die, it ain't all about physical death. You know, even though that'll help the next generation, because as many people have died for other people to live. You know, die for other people to not go through what they went through. But it's also being ready to just lose out. Instead of begging, being ready to lose out. It's better to just lose out. You know, whatever you thought or whatever idea that you had, it's better that idea dies. You know, than you to beg for it. You know, that's what we got to do. We got to stop begging. Got to stop begging the so-called white man to love us and to give us a fair share. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. We just all come together. You feel me? Take our money away from this place. They wouldn't have no choice. That's why the Chinese ain't got to beg. The Arabs ain't got to beg, even though they at war with them right now. It's Iranians in America right now. And they ain't begging the white man for shit. We begging. We keep begging. Because we ain't ready to die. We not ready to suffer for a little while. How I'm going to get to work? How I'm going to pay my bills? How I'm going to, I need groceries. I need this. It's better to suffer a little bit, you know, for the long run. Otherwise, they're going to come into your city and make $400 million and leave.
Damn.
Real talk. So you could drop that last scripture. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 15.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they are an abomination to the Lord.
Wait, no, that's heavy. Real talk. He did damn, that ain't even what I wanted, but that's heavy. He that justify the wicked and condemn the just is an abomination to the Lord. That's rich people.
Mm-hmm.
They justify the wicked things that's going on. They trying to what they say. Trump. Trump said, hey, the lady interviewed Trump and was talking about stuff that happened on the Epstein Island and stuff. And he said that ain't got nothing to do with me. And she didn't even say his name.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? She wasn't even talking about him. Well, I ain't gonna say it could have been subliminal, but she never said his name though.
Okay.
You feel me? Because right now people is trying to justify the wicked. You know, and it is all about money. But no, that ain't even what I wanted. If you can go to verse 5. I said 15.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 5. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker.
Right, that's a fact. Whoso mock of the poor, and that's what's happening. They looking down on poor people every day. And the poor, of course, I'm talking about Black, Hispanic, Native, Indian. Even though they looking down on poor white people too. That's why they mad. You feel me? But of course, this poor that this is talking about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You feel me? You mocking the poor. You know, you reproach of his maker, which is talking about the Lord.
It's like if I can add to that, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even the poor white folk look down on poor Black and Hispanics like they somehow better than you for being poor.
Yeah, they do. That's a fact.
And he that is glad at calamities should not be unpunished.
Right. You glad at calamities, you should not be on punishment. They glad at our calamities. The stuff we going through, they are happy about it. They love it. They love to see what we going through. You feel me? And they not going to go unpunished for it. They could try, but it's not going to happen. I ain't going to lie to you. Oh, yeah, but hey, if I could, I'm going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer of 1,000 Hard Mark.
security announcements. You know, the ISUPK started at a 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. Another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, a tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, currently in the Feast of First Fruits until Sunday, May 31st. With that, we'll do one courtesy salute. Amijim Shabbat, Amijim Barak, Yahweh Bashem,
Y'all shop work a thought.
Gajim Tah, dismissed.